Hello everybody and welcome back to my second episode where I'm going to show you what we will need for next week. We're going to do the outside of the book first and then we will do the inside of the book. And if you're not familiar with signatures, we'll cover that next week, but this second video I'm going to tell you what you're going to need. You're going to need paper towels, and it's better if you don't have the kind. Mine have designs on them, which isn't that big a deal. We're going to cover it up anyhow, but it's better if you don't have the designs. We're going to be making tree bark, and my thought for, we're just going to scrunch it all up like this. So see, you can really not see the pattern, but once you start putting the acrylic paint on it, it might show up a little. So anyhow, we scrunch that all up. And I'll show you more or less next week what we're going to do with this, but we are going to make tree bark. And so my first journal, I've been leaning towards doing something along a family tree. Now you can kind of see where that's going to look like, ultimately look like tree bark. Okay, so anyhow, you're going to need a roll of paper towels. You might not need a whole roll depending on how big your book is. Sometime this week I'm going to measure my book. And I'm using brown paper bags for my inside. So if you want, and you want to get ahead, what you're going to do is you're going to cut your bag slightly smaller than the inside. And then you will, let me just give you an example. You'll fold them in half. Let's say that your book is going to be this big, and you're only using one piece of the paper. So you're going to remember that you're going to fold them in half. Okay, they're going to be folded in half, and you're going to have several pieces. So you're going to want your book, your papers, to be just slightly smaller, not this much smaller, of course, but about that much smaller, you know, give or take. You just want them tucked inside the book, and if you don't care about that sort of thing, you can have them go outside the book. I'm going to keep mine inside the book, and again, I'm going to use brown paper bags that I will be tearing apart and then folding in half and sewing down the middle. So each set of pages, say I have 20 of these, will be 20, one signature. So say I want 60 pages in here, I'll have 3 sets of 20 or 10 sets of 6. However you want to do that. And we'll get more into that next week. But basically, you're going to need a gutted book, brown paper bags, paper towel, glue, and scissors. And I went ahead, I've got some paper that I will show you next week that I'm going to use also to cut up and put in my thing. You're going to want cutouts, maybe keys to my past. Somebody maybe in the family was a musician. Letters. You may have letters you want to put in your journal from an ancestor, so you may want something like that. Letters, postcards, letters, just anything that you would like. Again, vacation pictures, postcards, letters, original ancestors, people from wherever it was you came. Um, just things that remind you of your past or information you have dug up via DNA, stuff like that. So I have all my stuff on a DNA website that I did, and I was kind of surprised at how mixed up I really am. But I'm happy to be mixed up. I love being mixed up. Okay, so folks, please like and subscribe. If you want to follow along, I've given you a list of what you need. See you next week on Wednesday. What are we going to be? We're Thursday 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11? 7 days from yesterday. Geez, I don't even know what day it is. Anyhow, today is May 5th. So May 12th? I want to say May 12th, May 13th. Please like and subscribe. Watch for a video, and you know what you need. I hope you follow along, and I hope you like and subscribe, guys. Happy crafting.